Hey everybody, we're about to record episode 5 of the podcast, but we just wanted to say hey to you before we get started. And we hope you enjoy it. Leave us comments, questions, concerns maybe. And at the end, we'll come back and we will respond to each and every one of them. If you don't have anything to say, then just hit like or go ahead and share it. We always appreciate the love. So we're about to get started.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! All right. Before we get started, better open this up. Part of me that really does want to test whether or not that audio is coming through,
Oh yeah.
but we fixed that. Feel like we
I feel
fixed.
like we fixed it.
You know what? I'm gonna take it as a risk.
Yeah, we're just gonna go for it.
So mics are on. They're hot. They're live. I don't know why they always say hot, but I never found the mics to be hot.
Whatever.
All right, so you want to count us in,
Yeah.
and then we'll start talking?
Yep, let's kick it off, right? 3, 2. Hey everybody, you're listening to the Business Rising Podcast. I'm Hannah Bauer from the Phoenix 21 Creative Agency, sitting across from the Kenny Lang.
I am the Kenny Lang. That's
Do you like
actually my... Yeah, I did. I loved it because it means that there are multiple, but I'm the, which is... actually shows up in a few of my accounts like Instagram. It says the Kenny Lang.
Yeah, there's a little shout out right there. Go follow Kenny
Yeah,
Lang
that
on
was
all his
strategic.
social
You meant to do that.
profiles. Yeah, I did.
Right. Go follow me on
mark it.
Instagram, which feels mostly like I'm reposting stuff from...
/ Twitter.
No, well, Twitter's just Kenny Lang. But I do have KennyLang.com too, so I solidified my place in history as probably the most important
Yeah,
Kenny Lang.
the only Kenny Lang that
The Kenny Lang that
matters.
has the most significance, or at least just purchased or signed up for accounts first.
Right.
But I think history will show the right version of that.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
It'll display how humble I am.
All right, Kenny, let's jump right in. So we're tarking.
Tarking. I've been wanting to tark for a while, and now that summer's here, I feel it's the right time.
Yeah, da-da-da-da-da, new marketing ploy, targeting. No, you can tell we're talking about Target.
Target. This is the best podcast so far. This is what we get. For those of you who are listening to this, years later in some Harvard business class, we normally record in the afternoons when Hannah is more alert
Functioning.
But right now, it's 9 a.m.?
Yeah, don't even say that's
On a
not
Friday.
Early. Yeah, don't even say that's not early. We've already been here for quite some time.
Yeah,
so.
I was jumping out of a truck.
Yeah.
So that was fun. We were recording a marketing minute.
So, and if you don't live in Texas, it's already hot as well. So we're already hot and tired on a Friday morning.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So we're targeting.
Yeah.
And that's, I feel like that. There's marketing.
True. So
with sales and marketing. So now we
just created a word.
We did, and we should probably trademark it before
Targeting.
HubSpot or
Yeah.
Infusionsoft or somebody comes along and steals it and makes it their next $100 million product.
If you haven't pieced it together yet or not, we're talking about target audiences. So there's the target and the marketing. Targeting. Got it. Don't steal it. We've already got it.
I feel like you could say it's target audience marketing. TA marketing. No, get rid of the M and the A. Target. Okay.
Yeah, targeting.
We're going to workshop this and come back to it, but...
Might be a new hashtag. You never know. Look for it.
It could be, yes. If we should set up an alert to see if anybody does
Hot on it.
hashtag targeting. I think it would be TARGETING.
Yeah.
No, that's
No.
targeting. No.
It would be TARKETING.
There you go. What she said.
My brain can function at some point.
Yeah, well, it can spell.
Yeah,
Just
got
not.
that going for me. Cool. So, targeting aside, you can look for that in the future. We're talking about target audiences, the why, the who. I feel like I was about to break out in the song, but that just stopped right there. But
You did.
Anyway.
I was excited for it. I was going to harmonize.
Maybe in our afternoon podcasts.
Yeah, afternoon podcasts are definitely the spot for harmonizing. But yeah, the why, the who, we already told you the what, which is
right.
having a target audience is important in your marketing, which will be the title when this is released in iTunes. It's the title on Facebook Live, so if you'd like to go and watch the video of us acting a fool, but then talking about this, you can look it up by that. So that's our what, but we want to dive into the how and the why today.
Yeah, the who, how to know who the who even is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, who's one of the best questions that I think we can ask in marketing. Spray and pray, so to speak, which is something, I guess, from my days of playing lots of video games with guns, first-person shooters, where you would just spray bullets and pray that you hit somebody. Instead, you should seek to be more like a sniper when it comes to your marketing, in that you really do select a single target that you're aiming at. If you're aiming at everyone, you're ultimately just aiming at no one. Go tweet that. But it's true. If you can't even have a vague sense of who your marketing is aimed at, it doesn't have a great chance of sticking the landing and converting. You just wasted time, effort, and money. Right.
Yeah. So narrowing down, you're saying is more beneficial, because I think some people can come into it with the mindset like, oh, I just have to have something for everybody. I'll have more of a chance.
Right. Casting a wide net, honestly, is like casting no net. It's the equivalent of, if we're going now, instead of a shooting but a fishing metaphor, it's the equivalent of paddling your boat out into the sea or a pond and just praying that because you have worms in the boat or whatever your bait is, that the fish are just going to hop in.
Yeah.
You're not casting a net. You're just saying, I'm here. Right. But you're not doing anything significant. So that's why I say at least get some vague details about who this could be for. And eventually, over time, you should become much more specific and much more targeted. Right. Now, I know people are listening to this right now, and a lot of them are pushing back and saying, no, you just got to go for the broadest audience at possible. And believe me, I understand that sentiment. We're going through a time where we're, selecting our target audiences. Now, we do have what we call buyer personas, but we're trying to take it a step further and niche down into industry, so we can say that we really know, say, like CrossFit gyms and their website marketing needs, and then churches and ministries, and the ones that are of our clients that we seem to really connect well with, and I guess we like their mindset, but we also seem to be able to help them have the greatest amount of success. But there's a nervousness in saying, yes, we work on, churches, ministries, nonprofits, gyms, CrossFit gyms, if we want to get specific on some of these personal trainers, and that's going to be our thing, then suddenly it's like, oh, well, all this other business that may come along, we're now suddenly going to lose.
Yeah.
And to be honest, that's not true. Two things. One is by saying that you are uniquely qualified and have the experience to help a particular industry. If I'm on your webpage, like, stuff jumps out at me, not when it's just good marketing, but when it's aimed at agencies, and specifically agency owners. Mm-hmm. That grabs my attention. I'm like, oh, okay, because I have these, there's about 3 different coaching mastermind groups that I'm looking at. They're all about the same price. But there are 2 of them that are aimed at agency owners. I think all 3 are terrific. And, but there's one that I've looked at for a long time, but then I found these other ones that are aimed at specifically my business, and then my position within the business, that's pretty targeted, but it allows you to go deep and really become an expert in something. And I think we're living through a time where it's already being asked that people be experts in a very small niche, if you like that pronunciation. But I think it's going to become even more relevant as we move forward to be hyper specific. The second thing is, so the first thing is that it's more attractive to potential buyers. The second thing would be that if you are just saying that you are very skilled at helping a particular audience, people group, business type, whatever, does not mean that if someone comes along that is just wide left of what that is. So we say that, if we're saying, okay, we're good with gyms and churches and nonprofits. Okay, and then a law office calls us. Well, we're probably not going to say no. I mean, we'll venture out. We do have one client that is a law office. So we do have some experience, but it may not make it onto the marketing parts of our website.
Right.
And if we talk to them, and one, they're a good personality fit, because who wants to work with people you just don't like? But if they're a personality fit, they really want us to do the project. It's something that we can do that's in our core competency, and they have the budget and the understanding, then there's not a reason why we wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
It just may not be the majority of who we help.
Right, of course.
So it's not saying no to any business outside of that. And some people feel like you're saying, well, we only help these people, and if you're anything outside of these specific parameters,